Hello, my name is Stephanie, and I run SamPepperFans on Tumblr. And I'm going to be showing you how I make gifs. There's many different ways to do it. I'm on a Mac, so it's actually a lot more difficult to make gifs just because there's a lot less programs for Macs than there are for Windows. So if you're on Windows, it will be a different process in terms of what programs to use. If you want to figure out how to do it on Windows, feel free to ask me and I'll guide you through the steps. But this is how we do it on a Mac. It's basically the same thing, the same process. So you find a video you want. I found this video, Sam's in it, and I want to use it. And what I'm going to do is I use this program called 4K Video Downloader, and it actually works really well, surprisingly well. I haven't had any problems with it. Basically all you do is you copy this URL of the video you want to use. If you want to use pictures, it's a different process. If you want that, then ask me and I'll help you out with that too. You copy this URL, you click paste URL, it will parse your information. This is just taking the video from the website and getting all the information for it, and it will take you to this screen. The default is usually just the one to go for, especially if you're on a Mac, because MKVs and FLVs don't really work well on Macs, and most programs don't realize they're editable. So MP4 is basically what you want, so normal quality, it's fine. Download it, it's going to start downloading. It's pretty fast, it's not real time, which is awesome, because otherwise it would take 1 minute and 21 seconds, but instead it only took about maybe 10 seconds the most, less than that probably. Double click on it, and now this is on my desktop. As you can see, it's on my computer. I can get out of that. As you can see, here we go. Don't mind all the crap on my screen. And now what we're going to do, you can close this out as well. We're going to take this video. Usually what I do is I'll create a new folder, name it something, Sam, I don't know how to say it, gifs. It doesn't really matter what it's called, it's just so I can find it later. Now I'm going to pull that video into there. Didn't do it, I don't think. Yeah, it's in there now. And now basically what you're going to do is you're going to watch this video and you're going to figure out what you want in it. What you're going to want in GIF. I'll turn off the sound because it's going to get annoying. So basically, if you find a video, and you find something you want to make a GIF of, do this. I want to make a GIF of right here. Basically what you're going to do, go to Edit, Trim. You can do this in like iMovie as well. You're just making clips of areas, because if you import a minute worth of video, you make them into frames. Not only will you take up so much memory on your scratch disk, which is probably gonna mess up your computer, you also probably will be sitting there with load times that are ridiculous. So especially since it's a really short amount of time that I want actually for a GIF, you can just pull this to right before where it is, and then pull this one to right after it. Right there. You see, you can play it. That's all I'm going to want. You can trim it, and that will make it so that is the only different part. Now don't just click save, click file, save as. I usually just save it as number 1, and then it saves this as a new file. As you can see in this folder, it is now. That's the regular one, and this is the one we just made. So now, if we can continue. I'm gonna just dissect this whole video. Is usually what I do. There's a few GIFs that are possibly great in here of Sam. We shall see. Pretty cheesy video, but not many people have seen it, and that's what makes a good GIF, because nobody else has really seen it like that. And once you get a hang of it, you kind of know what people like. That one doesn't really make a good one, but halfway through that. Make sure you get all the way. Better to get more than not enough, so you can always clip it down easily. I'll save as 2. Get in the right folder. Back. This one, you're probably gonna have to make it into a gift set, or a photo set. I've taken obviously a massive hiatus, about a year of a hiatus, and we didn't have photo sets when I was using it more in the past, so it's actually an awesome thing. It's kind of tricky to make it look good, but if you have a longer clip, you're only going to be able to make it look good for a certain amount of time. So with longer things like this, I usually just copy the whole entire part. Okay, there we go. That video is done. There's basically only 4 gifs worth of good stuff, maybe 5 or 6, probably about 5. So now we have all of these. Usually what I do is if you need to edit color or anything else other than the actual video, then make a folder called edits and then continue, but I don't really need to. These don't really need to be edited much, so I'm just gonna do